ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Economy Informant. I started this series on my main channel, Madish_Yay, but I decided to dedicate a separate channel to continue the dialogue. If you would like to see other videos that I have done, I will link them in the description box down below. On this channel, every week on Sunday, an article will be discussed to inform you of the latest domestic and international economic updates, and today's video is no different. A quick disclaimer before I continue the video. I thought about this video idea back in April and we are in June now, but I wanted to publish this video to discuss what can happen when countries don't face issues head on. So, for today's video, I wanted to talk about how a taxi driver was unfortunately another victim to the one and only coronavirus and the impact the coronavirus has on Thailand's economy. Yes, it's time we talk about Asia. This article published by the New York Times mentions how the initial reaction of the driver was the passenger does not have manners. So essentially he brushed off the sneeze, but shortly after, a week to be precise, he was diagnosed with corona. The article mentions a couple of interesting points. 1. Because Thailand does not require Chinese individuals to have a visa, the incoming and outgoing into the country is quite easy. In fact, the Chinese are the largest group of visitors in Thailand. Number 2, 10% of Thailand's GDP comes from tourism, but in order for tourism to take place, you need visitors. Due to the seriousness of the coronavirus, the number of visitors will decrease significantly. Although this is an old story since the last update for this article was March 5th, I wanted to point out that at the end of the article, it was suggested or hinted that cheap flights do not give you a reason to travel, which made me think that even a country that annually welcomes a large group of foreigners who happen to be from China and plays an important role in its economy in a great way can tell you to stay put. Why did the United States of America, a country whose GDP is significantly higher than Thailand, try to downplay the seriousness of the virus? The first case in the United States was confirmed way back in January, and the imports from China, I'm still talking about the United States here, don't lose me, are far more than Thailand's. I mean, why are we just getting guidelines or enforcement to clean our groceries before we consume our food in April when the first case was in January? The last thing I want to touch on is you staying home and being on lockdown is not a punishment. It's ordered so that if you are sick and you don't know it, or your symptoms have not begun to show or progress, you don't spread the virus to someone else. No cure has been found, and new information is being announced weekly about this virus, but in reality, no one really knows how to handle the situation. The taxi driver was just doing his job, then boom, he got it. In terms of the economic implications of this virus in Thailand, tourism has been affected. Their unemployment has not increased compared to February. Unfortunately, that is not the same story for the US. Have you ever traveled to Asia? To which country? Let me know down below in the comment section, and since you're already scrolling down, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for tuning to Economic Implications 101, and see you next week Sunday, Economy Informant.